Be more than human.
And welcome back to the channel. My name is J.R. Carroll. I am the author of the More Than Human novels. And today, has it really been 1,000 videos? Well, today I'm going to tell you what I have learned from making 1,000 YouTube videos, what I'm still working on, what you should do if you want to start a YouTube channel, and maybe even more specifically if you want to start a Booktube channel.
Allow me to put on my skepticals. Whoop!
So let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, when I started my YouTube channel, I did a little bit of research here and there, but I kind of went with the same old advice you hear from every, make a YouTube channel. I mean, there's vidIQ, TubeBuddy, there's all these people out there that are supposed to help you create a YouTube channel, and they'll tell you just get out there and do it and then listen to them. And that's kind of how I did it. I just a little bit of research and just to kind of figure out a little bit of the technical stuff. I didn't even know how to make a thumbnail when I made my first video. I just held up a piece of paper and kind of wrote on it noob, tried to create a thumbnail just from a picture. So yeah, it is really strange if you've never done anything like it before, and then you're not super proficient in editing and stuff like that. It can be a bit overwhelming. So I'm going to give you some tips that can help any YouTube channel or new person, and then I'll break it down to some that I think would help a Booktube channel. Now, first and foremost, I have, we're closing in on 3,500 subscribers here. So by no means am I a expert or a large channel. But what I do know is that I could or easily should have a lot more subscribers than I do had I known some things before I started. All have months where it goes up real high and then where it drops down low. But I do actually believe that if I started a new YouTube channel, I could probably catch up to this one pretty quickly, but I am kind of sentimental, so if I do create another channel, I'm not going to leave this channel. So let's kind of start here from the beginning. What do you need to set up? People will just say, just use your phone and you'll be good to go. Which you can. There have been channels that have just used the camera from their phone and nothing else and have been successful. But one thing I've noticed, especially in Booktube, and I'm assuming this could go to any YouTube channel, is yes, you can be successful that way, but I've seen people who have came in behind me making very similar video ideas wise, and they don't seem to be any better at pitching the ideas or the reviews or anything than I am. But what they do have is a killer setup, and that really helps. If you can, try to make the best setup you can within your budget. Now, if you're just doing YouTube just to do it, just to have some fun, you don't expect anything out of it, you're not expecting to gain subscribers, you're not trying to make any money off of it, then that's fine. But if you are one of these people who have goals and you really, you want to reach a bigger audience, I have two of the ring lights, one facing me, one to bring in the side. Again, it's not a perfect setup, but I've just been leveling up over time. I have a Yeti X mic. That is one of the things I would tell you to invest in as soon as you can. It doesn't have to be as high end as that, but some external mic is going to be better than your phone. I still shoot on my phone, but I have I used to use the selfie camera so I could pay attention to myself, but it didn't take me very long to transition when I flipped the phone around, because I just wanted a better camera, better video, which you're going to get from your main camera if you're using your phone, which a lot of people on Booktube do. And of course, every time I upgrade my phone, the camera is a little bit better. So eventually I will buy a standalone camera, but even for the ones I want, even a cheap used one is like $300. So I'll just use the phone for now, and we'll try to level up around it. So that's the first thing I will say. Try to get some kind of external mic if you can afford a better one. You know, the one I got was like $160 or something like that. Use the main camera. You may have to practice a lot. Make sure you get a nice little tripod to put the phone in the right spot. You don't have to have the ring lights, but I definitely would try to be well lit as you can, or have the room be completely dark and then use the external light sources. That seems to work very well. Then also what you're gonna do is, when you're starting, I made the mistake of just posting one video, and I wasn't on brand right away. So you want to figure out what you're going to be about, and you're going to want to make 3 to 5 videos before you post them. And then if I was making a new YouTube channel, I would post probably 3 videos first day. And what this does for YouTube as well as for the viewer is it tells them, okay, this person is serious. They've already got 3 videos out. I can expect more. When you just upload one video and then it's been 3 to 4 days, they may be like, well, or if it's a week, who knows how long till you get to your second video. People may think, man, maybe this is just a person that just wanted to throw a video up on YouTube. So if you can get 3 videos to 5 videos, out immediately, that gives you the boost in the algorithm. And what you can do is, when you go into YouTube Studios, I won't show this here, but you can go into YouTube Studios, and what you can do is link them at the end. Where the person always says, oh, check out this next video. Link your 3 videos, combine them together, so that when a new person comes, you'll get that extra flow, and you'll just create a paradoxical circle of people coming in and watching all your videos. Watch time is probably the most important thing. You got your click-through rate, which is tied to your thumbnail and your title, and then your, how long can you keep people on for. But that's what I would do. Now, as a pure Booktube channel, what I have learned from making 1,000 videos myself, watching all these other booktubers, is if you're just trying to grow super quick, what I would do is I would come out with top 10 lists. There are big channels that are much bigger than me, that basically live off of top 10. That's their bread and butter, is their top 10 stuff. If you have the ability to be mobile and to get out and shoot on different locations, that can work very well. That works for Library of a Viking. Matt's Fantasy Reviews does a ton of top 10s, and he's like the king of the top 10s. But then you have Library of a Viking with Johan. He makes more YouTube-like videos instead of more like Booktube-like videos. He doesn't do a ton of dedicated reviews. He doesn't do a ton of like top 10s. He does stuff. He is very, very good at what he does. He brings in more of a general audience, which is great. He knows how to make a thumbnail that looks like Mr. Beast's thumbnail. So if you want to learn a lot of stuff, watch Johan from Library of a Viking. You can use, watch how he makes thumbnails, watch how he makes ideas. He doesn't do TBRs, but yeah, he's very good at stuff like that. But yes, so I would make top 10s. I would try to, if you can, shoot at different locations. If you can have like any kind of like pairing, like 1-2 combos, you know, if you have another person that you can bring on with your videos, those tend to work very well. And then again, you can come back to anytime, a strategy that I have implemented myself that works pretty well is I try to read same day big releases and get the videos out the next day. You know, as long as it's a book that I like, you know, or a genre that I'll like, I'll read the book pretty quickly in the first same day. Even if it's a long book, I'll just plug an audiobook in and just go all day with it until I finish it. But yeah, the key to this is you're going to want to have the best setup that you can have, video, audio, light-wise. Come up with some great ideas, probably out the gate. You want to introduce yourself, maybe a newbie tag, maybe not, but come out with your top 10 fantasy, your top 10 sci-fi, your top 10 horror, top 10 authors. Those kind of things will give you a boost, and then you can come out with, you know, stuff like, Johan, I've read 30 Brandon Sanderson books, and this is what I think. Brandon Sanderson is hot. George R.R. Martin is hot. Wheel of Time is always pretty hot. You want to come out with these, and you can storm out the gates a lot faster. And then I do a lot of shorts, and I do long form videos and lives. But I would suggest that if you're starting a channel, especially if you're starting a Booktube channel, start 2 of them. If you want to do shorts, do one channel with just shorts and then one channel with just long form videos. I feel as though I would have a lot more subscribers had I not integrated shorts into this channel. But again, I'm like 3 years into this, so you know, it is what it is for this channel. But yes, I believe until your channel reaches certain heights, you probably shouldn't be putting in short form videos, because a lot of the times people who watch the short form videos don't watch the long form videos. So you may be getting subscribers on one side, but then when you publish your long form videos, you're like, hey, I got thousands of subscribers. Why are my long form videos not getting more views? And it's like, well, half of those, you know, viewers are, you know, YouTube short viewers, and maybe they don't watch very many long form videos. And then I will say, if you are going to integrate shorts and long form videos, try and make them as close to the same genre as possible. Either make your shorts and your long form videos about books or about movies, something very close to your brand. Yeah, so that's all I got. I am no expert, but if I were starting a new channel, that is how I would do it. And I feel as though as long as you can talk in front of a video recording device, you're gonna be okay. You'll probably do pretty well if you followed all of those steps. Yeah, we're always getting better. We're always learning new things. We're always switching, switching our studio around. But thank you so much for watching. If this helped you at all, make sure you like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. But more importantly, be more than human.